Smart. I know what I'm doing. All right. Hey, guys. Are we live? If you see me, please type the word. Let's see. Wallet. Wallet is word of the day. Type the word wallet in stream. All right. That's not a good sign. Hold on. Wallet. Hey, okay. So there is a bit of a delay. I'm really sorry about that. Nothing really I can do. But hey, everyone. Welcome. Hold on. I'm still setting up, so give me just a minute. All right, so I have the stream set to low latency mode. Hey, Jeff. Thank you for the super chat. I thought this was the Epic Mickey review. You are in the wrong place, my friend. So I do apologize if my eyes look a little dead. I haven't been sleeping too well, but I feel good. I feel good enough today. 30-second delay. All right. We'll just have to work with that. So hold on. Give me one more minute to figure things out. This is like my first time streaming on YouTube. So welcome, everyone. All right. So let me put on some chill and relaxing Mega Man music. Let me know if you hear it. It's supposed to be quiet. It's just for like moments where I'm silent. There's something to fill the noise. That's better than my background noise. So let me know. Do you hear that Mega Man 8 music? Hey, can you please stop spamming E in the chat? Thank you. Oh, hold on. Yeah.
I use my laptop and
All right, sorry about that. A family member just popped in. All right. Wow, that's a lot of people watching. I did not expect this many. Hey, no, I said please stop spamming E. I want to be able to read chat, believe it or not. Hey, Shade. Hold on, I'm gonna make you a mod. Because I trust you. Add moderator. Alright, well, people are just gonna keep spamming E. Oh, hey, Elements, let me make you a mod, too. Hold on, I'm still setting up. Alright. I really don't want to have to put chat on slow mode. But, stop. We're off to a terrible start. Alright. I'm gonna... If that Edward dude does one more E, I'm gonna mute him. Please, can I have a mod? Sorry, I'm not comfortable giving mods to just random viewers. I'd rather know the person personally if I'm gonna give them a mod. But thank you. How do I mod for YouTube? I'm not used to this. I don't know. Alright, I might just have to get used to... Alright. Well, hey. Okay, so this is where the post video is going to begin. The VOD, whatever. This is what people are going to see. No one's going to see anything prior to this. But, hey guys, welcome to the not annual 15K subscriber party / Q&A. Welcome, and I thank you to everyone in chat who's watching. Thank you to you who's watching in post right now. I really appreciate your time, and thank you for coming down and being supportful of the channel. Really appreciate it. So this is how it's gonna work. There's a lot of shit going on in chat. I'm just gonna ignore that for the minute and hope that my mods are able to keep this handled while I give my little speech here. I'm actually at 16K subs now, so that I didn't expect that. There's a lot going on in chat. But hey, so here's how this is gonna work. I posted on YouTube, Twitter, my Discord, and Patreon for people to submit questions, and here we go. So this is what we're gonna be doing. Bam! Look at all that. It's fancy. So I'm gonna be using this little arrow here to show what we're on. So I'm going to be starting with Patreon, Discord, the YouTube post, Twitter, and then after that's done, any super chat questions if I get any. And then lastly, I'll be taking questions from YouTube chat. Now, if you're sitting in YouTube chat and you're like, oh man, why do I even bother? Like, he's not going to read my question. He's going to be reading all those questions. Not quite. If you ask or if I'm answering a question, and you have a way to build off of that question, like say if I answer a question that says, what's your favorite color? And I say blue, you in the chat can build off of that question and say, well, why is your favorite color blue? So I will be answering questions from YouTube chat in between. Just please keep it on topic to whatever question it is until we get down to YouTube chat. And then I will be just reading chat and seeing whatever comes up. But cool. All right. Let's see. How's chat doing? Before we begin, how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Is your favorite color really blue? It's actually purple. The arrow is very smooth. Thanks. I made it. Yeah, I spent like all morning working on this. It's not a lot, but it's something. Chat spam Y after each question. Please don't do that. Trav, where's my wife? Hey, Locke. Oh, let me make you a mod. This is like, again, my first time streaming on YouTube. Don't expect this to be a regular thing. If you want to see me live, go to my Twitch. I stream many times a week over there. Trav, my question to the buff totem freeze that I told you about. Yeah, you and many others. But all right, without further ado, let's begin. Oh, wrong button. Cool. All right, so we're starting off on Patreon questions. First question is from Chef Kilo, followed up by Zach Spades Importa. I'm grouping up questions that are similar. Starting off with, what's your favorite licensed game? Probably... I'm not sure if this is going to be a good or bad answer, but I'm going to say probably Transformers Fall of Cybertron, if that counts. If you're just including movie games, then the question's similar, or the answer's similar. Transformers for DS, because that game's awesome. Thank you for the Blue Shift video. You're welcome. All right. Next question. We only have a couple of these Patreon questions. From Stuff We Play. Oh, wait, hold on. There was a follow-up. What's your favorite video game franchise that people don't know much about? Video game franchise that people don't know much about, this Transformers Cybertron games. That's why I grouped them together. From Stuff We Play, Dear Trav, can you play the song that goes beep boo boo bop boo boo bop boo boo bop, motherfucker? All right, moving on. From Side Question Gamer, hey, SQG. I never say that out loud. Now that you released a long-awaited X6 video, do you feel like you don't know where to head from here? And do you have any special project in the oven? For the first half of 2021, a lot of my big projects is probably just going to be finishing up the Mega Man X series with smaller videos in between, typically like FPS reviews. Like, I'm torn on what I want to do next. It's probably going to be like H-Rot, just because I want to, or Hrot, just because I want to do something kind of short. But in terms of big projects, that's really what I've got planned for the first half of 2021. And then after that point, we'll see. Boo boo bop. All right, next question from Cloud Connection. Hey, Cloud. If you don't know this guy, subscribe to his YouTube channel. He has amazing Half-Life videos. I have 3 questions for you. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm Travis. What game do you think made you feel the most disappointed? That is a tough one. A game that made me feel disappointed? I actually don't think I've played a game that I was looking forward to that I was disappointed by. I've played random games that I didn't really have any connection with that I got disappointed by. The first Far Cry is a recent example. Moo, but in 8-bit. I'm not sure though. I mean, I spent $300 on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and yeah, that happened. All right. And then last question: what's your favorite fruit and least favorite vegetable? Well, I don't know if I have a favorite fruit, but least favorite vegetable, probably cucumber. Don't like the flavor. All right. Trav guy makes sense. Your name is Travis. Yeah. Welcome. All right. So that wraps it up for Patreon questions. Moving on to Discord questions, which is the longest bunch. If we can get through this pretty quickly, then we're almost done, because Discord has the longest array of questions. All right. Starting off with... Have you tried cucumber with salt and lime? No. I'd be open to try it. I do also apologize. Chat is moving way, way faster than I expected. So I might not be able to get to everyone's follow-up questions. You're expecting more from Patreon? Most of my patrons asked questions in my Discord, which is why. But anyway, let's go to this question that a lot of you have been commenting on. Have you seen my pants? No. When does the X6 review come out? Please shut the fuck up. What is the scary... Oh, this one, I forgot to read off the name. Sorry. Power Up Player and Apollo Master, thank you. Libitina? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. What is the scariest glitch, even when the outside of video games can be glitches with movies and animation? Have I seen? Ones that are in compilations don't count. One that I've personally seen. When I was younger, I was playing Super Metroid on my Super Nintendo, and I yanked the controller, which caused like the Super Nintendo to just sort of like... so that was scary because like... Well, okay, I was like 6 or 7 years old. I yanked the controller, and the whole screen just bugged out like one of those Define Sauce corruption streams. It was... Please stop spamming E. Thank you. Hold on. I'm gonna put that guy in timeout. Thank you. Alright, anyway, moving on. Yeah, I was playing Super Metroid. I yanked the controller. I don't think that's really much of a glitch, but like the whole screen just became like a bunch of orange zeros and shit. That was scary to me as a kid. But other than that, I actually don't really get freaked out by that stuff. F in chat just once, though. Alright, moving on from... this one's from Mason. Favorite weapon of all time? Well, I feel like I'll be skewered alive if I don't say Metal Blade from Mega Man 2, which is a really good video game weapon. In terms of FPSs, I don't know. Like, Doom's Shotgun and Super Shotgun are both amazing. What are some amazing ones that I'm probably missing out on? Half-Life 2 pistol. I mean, the Half-Life 2 pistol is pretty good. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. Anyway. I don't know. Sorry. Boring answer, I know. I mean, I feel like there's more than that I'm forgetting, though. Drill Hands in Transformers Devastation was pretty fucking awesome. Half-Life 1 shotgun, yeah. Half-Life 1 shotgun is pretty amazing. Doom 3 shotgun? Alright, get out. Oh, hey, that's Nova. Let me mod him. There we go. Cool. Alright, moving on. Oh, hey, speaking of the devil. So from Nova, what is your most memorable gaming moment, like with friends or beating a certain game? Followed up with by Gumshoe. Sorry for basic question. What is a game that really had an impact on you? So that's a weird one for me because usually games that have made the biggest impact on me are ones that are narrative driven, and I never really played narrative driven games until like high school. So in terms of like young childhood memory impacts, which I know the question says it doesn't have to be childhood memories, but I'm going to go on that anyway. The younger childhood me was really impacted by getting different endings or scenarios in Mega Man X5. Like that blew my mind as a kid. And I mean, that's really all I got for like young games. Now, as I grew up, the first Half-Life, well, really the Half-Life series as a whole left a really big impact on me. I see a lot of questions asking about opposing force. Just you wait. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, like Metal Gear, when I finally played Metal Gear, that one left a really big impact on me as well. All right, moving on. This one's from Ben. Ignore his Discord name. What is your favorite character in a video game, and why are they your favorite? Well, okay. Childhood answer would be Zero, from Mega Man X. Zero is amazing. Looking back, it's definitely a lot of nostalgia. Well, okay, I mean, if you go back and play the Zero games, his character is still pretty good. But like as a kid, I thought Zero from Mega Man X was the coolest thing ever. I think I've posted a few pictures of myself as a kid where I had really long hair, like down to my legs, long hair. I grew my hair out because of Zero in Mega Man. What the hell? Sorry, chat's having a field day. As an adult, though, I think I might say, like, Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid, just because I think that he's a really interesting character. And usually, when I think of characters that I find fascinating in video games, usually Big Boss is the first one to come to mind without really thinking about it. Long hair Trav is cursed. I agree. There was a time when my hair was, like, super straight and not curly. Just like me. Alright, this one's from Etat Boy. Who inspired you to make videos? Well, if the answer is obvious, or not obvious, actually. So, I guess it is a bit of a complicated answer. So, a short answer, some call me Johnny. That man really inspired me. Like, I've been watching that man's content since probably for like a decade. That guy made some really good content, and I still watch him to this day. I'm really happy to be able to call him a friend. I was trying to think of a more humble word, but I don't know. I guess humbled. Like, yeah, I can say that I'm a friend with the guy these days, which is really cool. But then the catalyst for me actually making my videos, like watching these YouTubers and actually going, I can do that, was actually Jay's Reviews and Retropolis Zone, who are pretty small. Okay, AVGN, that's fair. I guess I've been watching AVGN longer than some call me Johnny, but I guess it was Johnny's, excuse me, gamers, Johnny's content that really pushed me. Hey, thank you for the super chat, the PR. I can say that, like, there's a bit of JonTron influence with my editing style with some of my videos, just without all the problematic stuff. Yeah, that's really it. So I've been watching not Jay's Reviews. Some Call Me Johnny for a long time, made me want to do videos, but I never really did. And then it was upon finding Jay's Reviews and Retropolis Zone that I'm like, I can do this. And hey, I'm happy to call them friends as well. All right, this one's from Kilo. What is your least favorite and favorite reviews to make? Okay, least favorite reviews to make has to go to roguelike games. It's just really hard to, like, find a consistent style with my style of editing that really works, and scripting. It's just like the payout for how long a video is versus how much time I put into the game. Like, I put almost 20 hours into BPM for like a 15-minute video. Which, of course, not every video is going to be judged by how long it is. It just felt like I wouldn't say wasted time. But let's spam the chat and say something stupid. Don't. That's how you get banned, my friend. Yeah, that's really it. Favorite reviews to make has to be the action games that are slightly narrative driven. Doom, Half-Life, those come to mind. Like those, like my brain just goes fucking nuts on the paper. It just works really well for me. All right, let's move on. All right, what is the biggest and most regrettable mistake made in a game, as well as most regrettable purchase? Again, I kind of answered this a bit before. I don't really have a regrettable purchase. Again, I spent $300 total on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and I don't even regret that. Who the fuck is texting me? I'm gonna kick your ass. No, I don't really feel regret like that. I remember I played, it was like I think it was Artemis on Steam. That was like a bridge, like a Star Trek style bridge commander sort of game. I was really disappointed with that one. Wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but that's really it. Biggest mistake made in a game, though, that's a tough one because I'm honestly not sure. Maybe letting Reploids die in X6? I don't know. Dude, what the hell is happening? Hey, Mykonos fan. Everyone say hi to Chris. If you're watching this in post and looking in chat, you're not going to see it because there's a fuck ton of deleted messages. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to mute Isaiah Johnson. Sorry, dude. Hey, super chat from PR. If you like Marvel vs. Capcom, what do you think of Dragon Ball FighterZ? It's fun. Sorry, I'm actually not supposed to do super chats till later, but I just saw it pop up. Alright. I don't know what the hell's going on in chat. Yeah, what the fuck is with people spamming E? Is that like a bot or something? Alright, anyway. Moving on. From Soulfire Ruby. What do you think of the Arkham games? I actually really like the Arkham games. I'm even a bit of a Arkham Origins / Arkham Knight apologist. I really like those games. I mean, that's really all I can say without doing like an in-depth review of it. I have thought about doing a review of the Arkham series. I will probably get to it someday. Probably a bot, yeah. But yeah, I really like the Arkham games. I think Arkham Knight was my favorite gameplay-wise. Yeah, that's really it. Actually, okay, here's a controversial point, or hot take. I actually would consider, at the moment, I would consider Arkham Asylum my least favorite to play. Not least favorite story. Like, the narrative is great, but like, replaying it and actually like just focusing on the gameplay, I think Asylum is my least favorite. Alright, moving on. The Fallen Iris. When will we get more serial reviews? I will talk to the boys about that because if you don't remember, the serial video was actually filmed in a fucking cabin way over there, like a whole day long drive that we just went to. Yeah, I don't know. I actually, hold on, 1 second. I actually still have the box. From the Mega Man serial video. And I even like had the idea that all of us sign it. You could see some of our handwriting is not very good. But that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't read almost anything on here that isn't my own text. My idea was like, if I ever get popular, I could auction it off for charity. Something like that. Mega Man cereal. That is a cool box. Holy shit, he's eating cereal. Doom 3 VR is real, unfortunately. Alright, moving on. They call me Brian and my F. How are you? I'm doing okay, actually. The stream is doing about what I expected. A lot of people. I think this is the most viewers I've had at one time. Hey, if you're watching this and you're enjoying this, please go follow my Twitch. You can find a link in the description, because I do this kind of stuff regularly. But I'm playing video games. But alright, I mean, yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm tired, but I'm always tired. Token Geek, just one question. Why? I got bored and wanted to make videos. Another one from Mason. What anime have you enjoyed, and is there any desire? I'm not really much of an anime dude. Wait, he has a Twitch. Yes, go into my description. I'm not really much of an anime dude. I like JoJo, and I watched a bit of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with my family when they were watching it. But aside from that, I haven't really watched much anime, and I'm not really going out of my way to find more anime. But I like it. Hey, I can see you guys following my Twitch. Hey, Cobblestone. Oh my god. Could someone time out Edward? Thank you. From George GW. Hey. Who'd you like to collab with? Oh boy. Who would I like to collab with? I would like to do a proper collab with Some Call Me Johnny. If you know, he had a cameo in my Metroid 1 review. A full collab would be a lot of fun. I don't really do collabs very much anymore, though, because, like, setting one up is a little complicated, and sometimes it doesn't always feel like a worthwhile effort. But we'll see. There's a lot of YouTubers I would like to work with. Jay's Reviews, Retropolis Zone, Ant Dude. And then, like, when we get down to, like, friends that I'm closer with, really, any of my close YouTuber friends I wouldn't mind a collaboration with. Civvy, that would be interesting. Though I'm not sure if Civvy's content would work well for collaboration. Because, I don't know. No more Nova Skits. No, we'll get Nova Skits soon. I hope. Actually, I mean, really the only reason we haven't seen any is because of COVID, and I'm afraid to leave my house. Under the Mayo. Under the Mayo would be interesting. He did invite me onto his podcast. I'll see that someday. Johnny versus Doom featuring Trav Guy. I did reach out to him, and I was like, hey, Emma. I did reach out to John about, like, if he ever reviews Half-Life to hit me up. Which he said not to plan on, but never say never. I'm abridging. It's been a while. Mr. Beast? I'm good. Alright, moving on. Okay, this is a big one. What other series do you plan on reviewing? What other games do you want to review? What other games are you excited to cover in the future? Etc., etc. Real quick, I want to answer part of this question from Weirdo T0. Have you ever played Hitman? No, I have not played Hitman. Sorry. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? 5. Oh, fuck. PP size tiny. Congrats on 15k. All right. Oh god. So, main thing here. What do I plan on reviewing in the future? All right. Big game, big series that I want to review that I haven't reviewed any of yet. Metal Gear Solid. I'm actually really excited to review Metal Gear Solid in the future. It is a series that I love a lot. And I think it's the only series that I haven't done a review on yet that I really love. Because if you've looked at my content, like, you'll see that I've done like one review for certain franchises, and then like haven't touched the series for a while. That's not for no reason. I usually like to plant the seeds for interest with games. Like Metroid, I did one review of. I did do a second one. But then there's other series that, like, I only have one video on for that series. And that's actually to, like, show new audience members or current audience members, like, hey, this is a series I really like. Keep an eye out. I will be coming back to this later when I could focus on it more. Believe it or not, there is a rhyme and reason to the order I review games in. All right. Moving on. Another one from Kilo. Have you ever thought to review a game or started to review a game and later canceled it? So I have started playing games to see if I can make a video out of it, and then later decide, like, no, this isn't good to make a video out of. A recent example would probably be Super Hot Mind Controlled Elite. Sorry, I was reading a thing. Super Hot Mind Controlled Elite. I thought it was just going to be a really short game like the original. Turned out to almost be kind of roguelike, and I just didn't think it would work. And especially when you get to the end, if you've played the game, you probably know what I'm talking about. I don't even know where to begin with that, so... the only other thing I can think of is... One moment. Sorry, you get to look at my fat belly. There it is. Alright. Oh. The only other game that I started a review on and then actively canceled it is Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. This was the second game I ever reviewed. I got into the voiceover process and then just cut it. I don't remember why, but yeah, maybe someday. I really love that game. Wait, there's 2 super hots? Yeah. Big chunk, coward. All right, let's move on. Alcohol of choice. This is the one's from Elements. Hey, Elements. I see you in chat. Alcohol of choice, whiskey. I'm not really like a liquor person. Like I don't like beer. Don't like wine. Don't like champagne. I like whiskey. I like vodka. I like the hard stuff. Drink responsibly. Don't drink till you're of legal age. Anyway, moving on. This one's from Chicken Nug. What's the first game you ever beat? Well, if you ask my family, they'll... Oh, wait, no. First game I beat, not first game I played. Probably, I think Super Mario World was the first game I ever beat, and I used Star Road for that. So I don't know if I could say that I legitimately beat it. But I'm gonna say Star Road. All right. When is the remaster for the Hot Wheels review? I mean, that new Hot Wheels game on PS4, PS5, I'm kind of excited for that. All right. Why does your hair look like pubes? I don't know. I wish I knew what to say. I don't know. Genetics? All right. This one's from IKG Productions. Hey, buddy. Which 3D Zelda is your favorite and why? And what is a wish list for Doom Eternal? I'm not really much of a 3D Zelda person. I hate to say it. Breath of the Wild, I really like that game. If you want a more traditional Zelda game, I'd probably say Wind Waker. I've actually never beaten a Zelda game that wasn't Breath of the Wild. So maybe someday. Maybe on my Twitch. Loaded question. Yeah, I don't know. Probably Wind Waker if you're looking for a traditional answer. And then what is your wish list for a sequel to Doom Eternal? I don't know. I mean, I think Civi put it best that Doom Eternal was a complete evolution of what we thought was possible with the Doom-style, Quake-style boomer shooter. Like, before Doom Eternal was even announced for gameplay, I couldn't think of what they could do for a sequel. So it's hard. Like, my brain just can't process what a sequel would look like. So, sorry to say. Alright, I see one question asking me about the sequel series and the Mega Man. I will answer that in a bit, because I actually have a question of that later on. This one's from Flipnote. I think I saw him in chat. What is the first video game you ever played? First game I ever played, depending on who you ask in my family, is probably going to be Street Fighter 2. I want to say that my sister had me play that when I was a baby, and I would just press the jump button and they'd laugh. Or I would laugh. And first console, Super Nintendo, I think. I think my first new console was the GameCube. I got it as a Christmas gift. But before that, I just had a hand-me-down Super Nintendo from one of my brothers. But yeah. Moving on. What is your first PC game? First PC game. So the first PC game that I bought with my own money, that wasn't something that was like pre-installed on my family's computer, was probably the Garry's Mod and Team Fortress 2 bundle on Steam, back before Team Fortress was free to play. I didn't realize you owned the Doom boss. Huh? Oh, hold on. There's a question in chat that I gotta see. What happened to the Mega Man Mega List? I forgot about it. I'll be totally honest. I totally forgot about that. Maybe I'll bring it back one day as a tier list sort of thing. My first PC game that, like, I actually, like, a PC game that wasn't meant to be a PC game, probably... Probably Mega Man X5. I don't know. Other than like freeware games like Chicken Wars, or sorry, Chicken Invaders, Island Wars, those kind of stuff. All right. Specs of your first PC. Well, it was a family computer when I got into PC gaming, so I actually don't know. I didn't pick it out. But this computer that I'm using right now originally was the first PC that I built. I've just been adding more to it. I am planning an upgrade. Now that I'm actually making money from YouTube, I am planning to upgrade my PC soon, as well as upgrade from a Blue Yeti with a sock on it. Let's see. It was a i5 4960K with a GTX 970, 2 gigs of VRAM, not good. 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I think a 1 terabyte hard drive. That's all I remember. There's a lot of questions about opposing force. All right. When it comes to reviewing scripting, what's the hardest? Wait. What are your personal steps? Also, what are the personal difficulties behind growing as a YouTuber? A lot of people fear when growing as a YouTube streamer is growing in a good way without seeming like you shared it and feeling like you're spamming. And then combined with that, questions from that one guy with a fork and Nick. Of all the videos you made so far, which one is your favorite and least favorite? Oh wait, I think I grouped that one in with the wrong question because I already answered that. And then from Nick, what's the process on making all these reviews, and have you considered reviewing full conversion mods? All right. So, process for reviewing games. It's constantly changing. So I really don't have a definitive answer for that because I'm still figuring it out myself. But typically, I want to make sure that I have one playthrough of a game under my belt before I do a video on it. There are some exceptions to that. I think most of... Well, actually, no, not even my Halo videos. I usually try to do a playthrough of that first. I don't know. But anyway, I make sure that I've played the game first to familiarize myself. I play through it again, this time taking notes. I just open a notepad in Google Docs, type the time code of my recording, and then just type in a note. Sometimes it could be like important narrative stuff or just like general thoughts on that part of the game. Your vids are so high quality, I keep forgetting you only have 15K. I know, right? Honestly, I didn't think I'd hit even 3,000 this far. Anyway, after that, the scripting is like I turn my brain off and just type. And then like a day later that day or the next day, I come back to my script. I'm like, okay, well, that's wrong. Cross that out. Like that could be elaborated on. So really, it's just like I turn my brain off. I create a skeleton for my script, my review. And then I come back and I add the meat and tendons and fat to it. How do I feel about Half-Life VR AI? I love Half-Life VR AI. All right, moving on. I think I got that question all answered. Oops. Sorry, gamers. Oh, fuck. From AD, if you could drastically alter any game series to best fit your personal interest, what would it be? Zelda? I don't know. I wish I had a better answer for that, but like if I don't enjoy a game, I'm not going to play it and I'll just move on to something I do enjoy. Very rarely do I play a game and I go, I wish this game was like this. I just play a game and I'm like, that's not fun. I'll go play something else. So yeah, sorry. I know that's a boring answer. This one's from Soul. What are moments that made you scream in joy while playing a video game? The most recent thing that comes to mind is the ending of Half-Life Alyx. The whole end sequence. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously. Because, like, even though that game's been out for a while, the hardware you need to play the game is a bit tricky. Yeah. Half-Life Alyx was an amazing time once I finally got to play it. Have you seen the Doom Ancient Gods leak? No, and if anyone posts it, I want mods to ban? I want mods to ban anyone who leaks Ancient Gods Part 2, alright? Thank you. Any interest in the East series? Kind of, actually. I have family members that really like East. So maybe. I have tried East Origins a bit just to play it, see if I enjoyed it. I did, but I haven't really touched it since. So we'll have to see. From Mason and Serial. I think this is the last question in this bunch. Yep. You're challenged in a fight. Do you choose the back of a moving U-Haul going 128 miles an hour, or the highway, on the highway, or Denny's parking lot at 3 a.m.? I think I'd go with the U-Haul, the back of the U-Haul, because then me and whoever I'm fighting is at the mercy of the driver. And then, will you fight me behind the parking lot at Denny's at 8 p.m.? Why 8 p.m.? Why not 3 a.m.? All right, cool. Well, that's that. That's for Discord. So that's the biggest group of questions so far. So we're past the halfway point with the stream. How long have we been going for? Does it say 41 minutes? That's not bad. Yeah. If you don't want to get spoiled about Ancient God Part 2 leaks, the Steam achievements updated with spoilers, so be careful. Oop, wrong screen. Alright, so moving on to YouTube questions. These were on the YouTube community post that I made. Oop, wrong one. Sorry, still figuring this out. There we go. Alright, why did you knock out Everett's mechanic? You talking to me? Maybe you should try getting a job. That's gonna sound really mean to anyone who doesn't get the reference. That's a Deus Ex reference. Lambda VR. I think I've heard about that, actually. Anyway, that's a reference to the Deus Ex game. And by the way, I didn't knock him out. I don't know if you saw the video, but I fucking obliterated that guy. Anyway. From Spaceman 20007. Will you cover the Doom 3 expansions? And will you cover Final Doom at any point? A lot of you have been asking this. Also, the PR. I know that there's a second question. That first one, I will come back to that in a minute. Hold on, I gotta... Gross. Sorry, you guys had to hear that. Yes, I do plan on covering every Doom expansion. Official Doom expansion. Alright, there was a question earlier from Nick. I'm so sorry, I forgot. I have no plans to review Doom mods. I'm intentionally not reviewing Doom mods on the channel. I'm sorry if that's something that you're looking forward to, but go follow my Twitch and go follow my Twitch archive channel, because I do plan on streaming some Doom mods over there. So it is more so. I see a question about Brutal Doom. I will answer that later, because there's a question later on about that. But no, I want to make sure. So there's a dangerous hole with reviewing Doom mods. If I start reviewing Doom mods, then people are going to be coming to my channel and subscribing to it only for mod reviews. That's what I'm afraid of. I'd rather people stick around for my main content, my main game reviews. So that's one reason why I have no plans on reviewing mods of any sort on the channel. But Twitch is different, so go follow my Twitch if you want to see me do videos on mods. Second question, hold on. There's a second question in there. Have you seen the Sonic movie? No. Are you excited for the sequel? Kind of. I need to see the first movie first. And what's your PC setup? I actually already answered that, so go check back earlier in the video if you want to see an answer on that. I need to know if you played Command and Conquer. Conquer. No, I have not played a Command and Conquer. Fuck! Okay, that was an accident. Alright, from Michael Mena. Since you've mentioned the series before, are you ever going to cover the Sonic series? I've thought about it. I'll be honest, the Sonic fandom scares the fuck out of me. Those guys go rabid if you get an opinion wrong. At least from what I've seen. I've thought about it. Nothing's set yet, so just keep an eye out. All right, moving on. From Danik Velocity, why do you hate Doc Robot? That question has been lingering in my head since I saw your X3 review. And then this follow-up amused me. The real question is, why would you ever like Doc Robot? So I don't hate Doc Robot as a concept. I really don't hate Doc Robot, the boss, because I think fighting the Mega Man 2 robots in Mega Man 3 is actually really cool. I genuinely enjoy it. It's the stages I don't like. I really don't like replaying through half of the game again with a different modifier just to finish the game. If I do, well, I should say when I do a video on Mega Man 3, I will discuss it more in depth, but that's really it. I don't like replaying the stages again with those modifiers. They're not bad, they just hurt the pacing in my opinion. Be afraid of Transformers fans? No, I don't think I will be, because I am one of you. Alright, moving on. What rhythm game would you like to review? Friday Night Funkin'. Well, okay, if I can only choose from this list, I'd say Friday Night Funkin', but if I can pick any rhythm game, I'm gonna say Marty. Holy shit. Mario DDR. Second thing I want to say is, can you title the X7 review The Worst Armor Possible? No. Also, can you sub to Mini... I don't know who that is. How do you feel being compared to Scout the Waz? It's fucking weird, dude. Alright. Got a couple questions here. Will you play X7, X8, or even Legends? Yes. I've actually played those games quite a bit, and I like them. Yes, I even enjoy X7, and I will be reviewing them hopefully soon. Okay, I will be reviewing X7, 8, and Command Mission in the future. Legends? Someday. Will you review the Classic series? Yes, I do plan on reviewing the Classic Mega Man series. That is actually something I've been planning for a while now, but I want to finish the X series before I start it. Sorry, I was looking at chat. But yes, I do plan on looking at the Classic series, and I actually have some interesting plans for it, depending on how that goes. And then, would you play 20XX or 30XX? I just grouped this in because it's Mega Man questions. I don't know. If you asked me a year ago, I probably would have said yes, but now that I've reviewed a roguelike game and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about reviewing roguelikes, I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. Eventually, TM. X series including Command Mission, yes. I have no opinions on Valheim, sorry. What are your thoughts on Build Engine Trilogy, Duke 3D, Shadow Warrior, and Blood? And will you cover the Wolfenstein series the same way you have Doom? And then another question from Tom Nook. Blood Fresh Supply review one. Yes, I do plan on covering the Wolfenstein series. Actually, funny timing, because Civi uploaded his video. It was good. I do wish it was a bit longer. I feel like Civi could have gone more in depth with his Wolfenstein 3D video. But it was still good, and I enjoyed it. He still had that classic Civi charm and trivia. Like, Civi grew up with these with these games. I didn't. I was born in the late 90s. So I don't really have that connection that he has. So he really offers an interesting perspective when it comes to those videos. As for Duke 3D, Shadow Warrior, and Blood, you know, I've really tried to play Duke 3D. I don't like it. I'm sorry to say. The level design is a little too goofy or weird to me. I don't know. It's really weird. Please review all Metroid games. I will. But yeah, I didn't like Duke 3D. I liked Shadow Warrior. Shadow Warrior was fun. And Blood is amazing. Blood is really good. I played through all of it multiple times over. Blood is fantastic. But yeah, I don't like Duke 3D. I'm sorry to say to the Duke fans. Like maybe I just need to get to a certain point. I don't know. I wish I had more to say, but like I've tried to play Duke 3D the first episode multiple times, and I couldn't get into it. So yeah, that's that. From Chris Musgrove. I hope I said that right. What would you ever want to make your own video game? Congrats on 15K, and then follow up by Braxto. If one day you woke up and you were part of whichever decisions for the Mega Man X series, what would you do? So the reason I grouped these together is because I've actually had ideas for wanting to make my own Mega Man game. Basically, my idea for the longest time has been like a proper Metroidvania Mega Man game. And some of you are probably going to say, well, what about Mega Man ZX? I didn't like Mega Man ZX that much, I'll be honest. I've beaten it, so I can't say that I finished it. And I think that when you're just focusing on the missions in that game, it's actually pretty good. But I don't like the Metroidvania style that ZX tried. But yeah, I think that my original idea was, like... and these are two completely different genres. But, like, oh my god, everyone's asking for opposing force. The idea was, like, what if we gave Mega Man X the Breath of the Wild treatment? What do I think of Advent? Haven't played it yet. I didn't like ZX. I actively did not like ZX after I beat it, and so I just haven't touched Advent. But yeah, like, really just a proper Metroidvania Mega Man X game, which is arguably already being made, Mega Man X Corruption. Really looking forward to that fan project when it releases in a decade. Alright. Do you have a Discord server? Yes, I have a Discord server, but it is only available to supporters, meaning Patreon, Discord, or if you're a paying YouTube member. The reason for this, and I know that this is disappointing to some, and I'm really sorry, but like, I've had a really bad problem with people coming into a server that they can get into for free and then just fucking around and just being obnoxious, posting downright abhorrent stuff in there. And I don't want that to happen in my server. So that's why you need to support the channel in order to access the server. I'm sorry to people who want to get in for free, but I'm not going to risk it. Sorry. Alright, moving on. Have you ever thought to leave video games? I don't exactly know what that question means. I'm guessing it means, like, do you plan on giving up on video games? The answer is probably not, unless there's something terribly catastrophic where it's like playing video games are outlawed, or every video game console magically dies. It's same with computers. Like, no, probably not. I use video games as escapism. I use it for my job, hopefully full-time soon, depending on how the YouTube does. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Gamers Rise Up. What's the best WAD I ever played? Return to Saturn X Episode 1. Alright, this is a big one. Have you ever planned to take a look at the Shadow Warrior reboot? I understand you love the dashing mechanic of Doom Eternal, and both 1 and 2 reboot have the dashing. Melee and firearms are in it too. I own them. I own them on Steam. I haven't played them yet, though. I'm probably going to review Shadow Warrior Classic before I take a look at the reboots. Just saying. Also, enjoy your videos. Keep them up. I look forward to you looking at the rest of the Doom games. Perhaps even a look at one of the WADs. Let's say Brutal Doom. I actually have no plan. Well, first off, Brutal Doom isn't a WAD. It's a PK3 file. I know that's really specific and no one cares, but that's the truth. I don't want to look at Brutal Doom. I do not want to support its creator. The creator has shown to be a person that I have no plans on helping out in any way, even if it's a video that says I fucking hate Brutal Doom. I don't want to give him recognition outside of this question and video. I'm not going to go into detail about the creator of Brutal Doom. That is what it is. Why are you so burpy? I don't know. All right. Let's see. Laughing at Nothing says, how do you decide on what to make a video on? Really just how interesting it is. So I'm a person who, like, I'm constantly talking to myself inside my own head, and I don't mean to. It's not a conscious decision. It just sort of happens. I hear that a lot of people have this, but I also hear a lot of people don't, and that blows my mind. I don't know how you can go about life without your brain talking to you. Usually, like, if I have a lot of brain activity going on when I'm playing a game, I'm like, okay, well, this is probably a good video to make. A monkey. Yeah, pretty much. I wasn't planning on that being so big. Tom Nook asks, are you gay? Yes. All right, that's it for YouTube questions. All right, on to Twitter. There we go. Twitter questions. Bop, bop. All right, so this is the last bunch before we go on to YouTube questions. Wow, 90 of you are still watching this. Holy shit. Question for zippers, meow, 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 meow. All right, so this one's from Chef Kilo on Twitter. He says, favorite art style in a game? That's tough. Oh, why is it like... Whoa, why is that right there? Hold on. Oh, that's why. Oh, well, it'll even out later. So, favorite art style in a game? I don't know. I'm probably going to say, like, the 3D Mega Man games. I really like the art style in those games, even if they're not always good. I don't know. Yeah, you guys better go follow my Twitch. Because if I had this amount of viewers on Twitch, I would be I'd be a partner by now. Why haven't I made a video about Rayman? That would be kind of cool. Alright. What is one series that you actually know a lot about that would spend hours upon hours talking about via gameplay lore? Mega Man, Metal Gear, Deus Ex, Metroid, Half-Life. There's a lot. Yeah, I think that's really all I got for that one. Migrating to Twitch. Alright. I've never really played Mega Man, but I'm interested in getting into the games. Where do you suggest that I start? Okay, so if you are new to the genre of, like, action shooter platformers as a whole, I'd actually say start with Mega Man 11, because they have a lot of options to sort of ease you into it. Like, play it on whatever newcomer difficulty is, then try playing it again another difficulty down, and then, like, just keep going until you get to normal mode. I wouldn't say play superhero mode, because that's more of a challenge mode rather than difficulty. But then, like, once you're used to what the game is giving you, then move on to, like, Mega Man 2, or Mega Man X. Playing Mega Man 2 with the rewind feature in the new collection, like, just so that you could familiarize yourself. Like, go fucking nuts with all of these, like, crutches that they give. They're meant to give new players a good experience, and don't let the purists online tell you, like, oh, well, that's not the true way to play. Those people can shut the fuck up, because, like, yeah, sure, I play the games on hardest difficulties without crutches, but that's because I have that experience. You don't have that experience yet. Like, just go play them. Go play the game with the crutches. Play Mega Man 10 with the special easy mode platforms. Like, as long as it gets you to feel more confident in your skill in the game, that's awesome. All right, I got a little sidetracked there. Sorry. Moving on. If you could share a meal with any 4 individuals, living or dead, who would they be? Gordon Freeman, Doom Guy, Venom Snake, and Caleb from Blood. Because that's 3 silent protagonists and 1 gunslinger that just cackles the whole time. I don't know. If you're asking for, like, real people, I got nothing. Clank. Well, Clank is a robot. That's pretty cool. All right. What is the series you'd like to pick up but haven't for whatever reason? Well, Metal Gear. Oh, wait, no. If you mean, like, game in general, not just for reviews. That's tough. I'm not sure. I'm looking at my shelf right now. I honestly don't know. I'm sorry. I might have to come back to that one. Anyway. What are your thoughts on Terraria? Well, I have over like 150 hours on it. Might be like 130, which isn't a lot for some players, but for me, that's a lot. So I really like Terraria. Fun game. Really fun game. Antonio, how did you and Gamerbot meet? And okay, so if you don't know, Gamerbot is my channel artist. Him and I work together on the channel art. A lot of it is just him. Really talented guy. He actually drew me fan art one day. And then I was just like, hey, I really like this. Can I commission you for channel artwork? And then we became friends, and now yeah, that's really it. And then how's your goal of becoming a director going? So if you don't know, before YouTube, and I have it in my Twitter bio, which is probably how he knows, I'm an aspiring director. I wanted to work with post video effects or directing or editing. That's actually what I did a lot in high school. But that went nowhere. I kind of gave up on it for a while, and then I just started YouTube. Really, the whole reason I started this channel when I did was not only just because I found Jay's Reviews and Retropolis Zone and their content was like, hey, I could do that, but it was because I was so desperate to start editing again, because I love editing. Editing is my favorite part of making a video. I really enjoy editing and doing post effects, and which is why a lot of my earlier videos, probably from like year 1 and year 2, have a lot of like special, I'm not sure the word, like, I wouldn't say special effects, but a lot of like After Effects stuff that I just threw in there. All right. Yeah, thank you, Kilo, for posting Gamerbot's Twitter in there. What got you into video making? Okay. So it's hard for me to pin down exactly what got me into video editing, because for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to do it, and I can't remember that far back. I'm not a lot of space in here. But when I want to say 4th grade, I was told about Windows Movie Maker, which I know some of you are probably thinking like, Windows fucking Movie Maker, what? But it was Windows Movie Maker, and I was told like, yeah, people make movies with this thing. Looking back on it, that's fucking hilarious. Trav guy is a himbo. Yes. I started like doing the equivalent of Microsoft Paint stop motion, because Windows Movie Maker didn't really have great video editing tools. It was more like a slideshow with extra steps using Windows Movie Maker. But like I would take sprites from like Sprite Incorporated or Sprite Database and just take those and animate them in fucking Microsoft Paint. And I would I would take these images, I would adjust them, save picture, delete, add new sprite, move them over, and I would do that, and I would play it back frame by frame in Windows Movie Maker, and that's how I would just make videos. Or I would just draw them freehand, and that's just what I did in, not even high school, I think I was in elementary school. So, like 3rd or 4th grade, 8 or 9 years old. That's when my love for video making started. I didn't take any classes for it until high school. So funny story. Okay, here we go. You're getting some real Trav guy lore today. My first day of high school was like a couple days into the year already, because I moved into the state kind of late. Sorry, I was just catching up with the chat. I moved into the state around the time high school already started, so I started late. My first class of the day was video editing, a class on video editing. I walk into the room, I give the teacher the note saying like, hey, I'm a new student here. He actually turns me away, he tells me like, no, I don't have any room in this class anymore. Go tell the dean or whatever that like you can't be in this class. And as I'm walking out of that class, he tells me like, hey, actually come back. This guy hasn't been here all year. You could take this desk. That moment, like that exchange right there is probably the defining moment of my life right now. If that didn't happen, I probably wouldn't be here. Like if he didn't stop me and say, hey, take this desk, I probably wouldn't even be here, because that class is what really invigorated my love for video editing. And I already had a bit of experience doing some like personal video editing. I impressed my teacher so much with my work that he let me, like, he just brought me on to work on the school's news show. And which wasn't a good news show, but you could always tell which segments were mine because they were edited well. Well, compared to everyone else. I don't love my editing, but, you know. So that's a really important part of my life, really. This sounds like a scene from a drama, I know, right? But yeah, like, my teacher became almost like a father figure to me in high school, because if you don't know, I don't really have a dad anymore. You know the stories of people like online where it's like, oh, my dad left to go get milk and he never came back? That's literally my dad. Like, he just left one day when I was in middle school. So yeah, that teacher basically became my father figure for a lot of high school. I would always, like, I would skip certain classes and just go hang out in his room, and he'd be like, all right, I won't tell anyone. Oh my god, yes, I already answered your question about Rayman, dude. But yeah, that's really it. He literally manipulated the dean or whatever, to not the dean, but whatever. Like, he made sure that I was always in his class or whatever, just because like he appreciated my work that much. And yeah, it was a really good bond, and I still talk to the guy. But yeah, that was a really important part of my life, and I'm sorry if this was a little too deep for you, for some of you, but it's an important part of my life, and I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. All right, anyway, moving on. What do you think is the worst and best type of comment to get? How many people? Okay. How many fucking people here commented on my goddamn Half-Life video saying that I could shoot the mines? I think I've gotten the most comments about a single topic on any of my videos from people just going like, you could shoot the mines in Half-Life. Like, motherfucker. I mean, I didn't know that at first. So the first comment I got telling me that I could shoot the mines in Half-Life, oh god, sorry, I keep burping. The first comment I got, which was like shortly after the video went up, that video is a year old. The first video, or the first comment telling me I could shoot the mines, like, yeah, cool, thank you. And then that video kind of blew up a bit. Not blew up, but like, for my level, blew up. Like, my Half-Life Blue Shift video popped off, and then a lot of people started watching my Half-Life 1 video. I got so many goddamn comments telling me, like, you can shoot the mines, dipshit! So much so that I had to edit the fucking pinned comment I have on that channel going, hey, did you know you can shoot the mines? Like, I added that to the pinned comment. And then people still leave comments! Well, I mean, now people are gonna do it as a joke. Like that guy. Like, hey, did you know you can shoot the mines? If you're doing it as a joke, that's fucking hilarious, because I do think it is genuinely funny. But, oh my god, there's so many comments about people going like, hey, you can shoot the mines! Like, cool. Other than that, I think the worst type of comment I can get is when a mass amount of people start comparing you to another YouTuber. At first, it's flattering. Then it gets annoying. But what are the best types of comments? Probably the comments that are like, hey, I don't normally sit through videos like this, but I sat through 3 of yours. Thank you. Like, those really go to my heart. Hey, Grey Boy, can you stop typing the word penis over and over? Thank you. All right, moving on. I think this is the last question in this batch. Oh, almost. Is that Mega Man 03 music? I think it is. Anyway, if there were any video game... If you were in any video game world, what would it be and why? Alright, if you asked me this when I was a child, I would have told you the Mega Man Battle Network universe. Because I had these childhood dreams of, like, having my own PET and NetNavi and shit. And that just sounded so cool to me as a young child. Who was like 7 or... Hey, Dedufus. Dedufus? Whatever. Thank you for the question. But yeah, if you asked me forever ago, I would have said Mega Man Battle Network. Realistically, though, probably someplace chill where I could just sleep. I don't know. No, it's not. What the fuck is chat talking about? Suddenly super animated Trav guy answering questions. Now it's a Trav guy video. Alright, last question. This one's from Buckets. Hey, Buckets. Why is Doom Eternal the hardest game you've ever played? Serious question. What would you consider the most difficult game you've ever tackled? So if you don't know, I think I made a joke about this guy in... I don't remember which video it was. I made a joke about a guy who thinks that Bloodborne is harder... Or, no, Doom Eternal on easy is harder than Bloodborne. This is that guy. This is that friend. What would I consider the hardest game I've played? I mean, it really depends on, like, bullshit hard or actual challenging hard. I think that the hardest game that I've beaten that was a genuine challenge and wasn't just bullshit... Like, my mind wants to go to Contra, because that's the easiest answer. But I'm not sure. I mean, maybe Doom Eternal Ancient Gods on Ultra Nightmare, but that's more of a separate challenge mode rather than the base game. So I don't feel like that's a good answer. Plutonia on UV actually wasn't as difficult as I was expecting. Oh my god. If you ask me about Rayman one more time, dude, I'm gonna fucking mute you. Let's see. Let me look at my cabinet of games. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. I mean, I don't really think about games being that hard all the time. Just discovered your channel 2 days ago. Good content. Hey, thank you. Network transmission. Network transmission was more bullshit than challenge. So I don't know. Are we done with these questions? Oh no. Oh, one more. From Luckman? I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that. What's your favorite video game console of all time? For nostalgia's sake, I'm gonna say probably the Super Nintendo and GameCube. Other than that, like, I mean, the Switch is pretty fucking awesome. Like, yeah, I know it has a lot of problems, but, like, it's got, like, almost every Mega Man game on it. It's got fucking Smash Brothers. It's got Contra Collection. I don't know. Like, amazing library of games right there. I don't know. Like, I guess my dream, like, I think the Switch would probably be my favorite console of all time if it gets Metal Gear Collection, if it gets the Metroid Prime Collection, and if it gets... what's one more we could throw in there? I don't know. We already have all the Doom games on there. Basically what I'm saying is the Switch is really close to being my favorite console ever. Alright, well that's it for YouTube questions, so that we're all done. So real quick, Super Chats. Didn't get a lot of Super Chats, that's totally fine. What do you think of Dragon Ball Fighter Z? It's okay. I didn't play a lot of it. I played a lot of it at my friend's house. I do own it, but I have not played it on my own. And then really the other question is for my cat, and my cat is not in here right now. But I will probably try to get her in more videos. But all right, it's time for your guys' favorite part. I'm going to be taking questions from chat. Oops. So, all right, we'll probably do this for like 15 minutes or so, and then we'll call it a wrap because we're almost going 90 minutes. So yeah, hit me with your questions. Go ahead. I'll answer everything that isn't too personal or whatever. If I'm ignoring your question, it's because chat is either going too fast or it's too personal. So we'll just have to see. All right, let's see. I know it's sappy from me, but I've watched your content for a while. Good stuff, dude. Shut up. Hey, it's me, the guy who recommended Serious Sam. Will it TFE? Will it come out? What, a Serious Sam video? I don't really have plans for a Serious Sam video at the moment. Hey, Jeff, another super chat. What's your favorite anime and why is it JoJo? Because JoJo's fun to watch. I don't know. I don't love Serious Sam. I tried to play some of First Encounter, and I loved it at first, and then I started to hate it. Will you ever consider trying out Final Fantasy VII? I have it installed on my Switch, and I haven't played it yet. What do you think of the Fear games? Never played them. Well, I totally lost where I was in chat. Oh my god. You guys move fast. Will you review Castlevania? Maybe. Editing, scripting, which is easier? Editing. 100% editing. Like, even though editing is more time consuming, but it's easier for me. Pro TNT Evolution when? I think you got the wrong YouTuber. ODST and Halo 4 videos in the works? Yes. Oh my god, chat, stop. What's the best thing you've ever done in a video? When Matt threw me onto a golf course in my Mega Man X5 video. What's your favorite convention moment? I want to say meeting my idols, but now I'm like friends with half of them. So, I don't know. I think some of the most like humbling moments at a convention is when like you meet a fan, which only happened a couple times, and I was only a few subscribers big at the time, so that was really weird. But I mean, like, these people come up to you and they're like, hey, I love your content, and I'm just like, wow. Like, I want to say something snappy like, oh, why, or something like that, but in reality, like, it's a weird feeling that I don't think I'll ever get used to, especially as I get bigger. Will you ever do a video on Heretic, Hexen, or Medieval? Heretic and a Medieval, yes. Hexen, I'm not sure. I tried Hexen, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. How's the pandemic? My life hasn't changed very much, I'll be honest. I'm still doing the same thing. Whoa, my voice just like... I'm still doing the same thing that I normally do when there's not a pandemic. Final time asking this, but have you heard of Tripmine Studios' Operation Black Mesa or Operation Guard Duty? Yes. I actually talked about Operation Guard Duty in my Black Mesa or Blue Shift video. Did you watch that? No. But yeah, I have heard of them. I'm excited to see where the content goes. So many people have asked me, where's the Opposing Force video? Be patient. Okay. Just be patient. It's coming, motherfuckers. Thank you. If you could collaborate with any YouTuber, who would you want to collaborate with? I answered this earlier, but I'm probably just going to say some call me Johnny and dude Jay's Reviews. Have you played the Far Cry games? Funny you say that. I played one earlier. I did not like Far Cry 1, but I really like Far Cry Blood Dragon, so maybe I'll do a video on that. Hey, Super Chat from F-Zero Lad. What video took me the longest? Deus Ex. I think that video was in production for like 6 months, like active editing, because I didn't know how to handle a video like that. Like constant revisions, constant re-edits, constant re-voiceovers. Yeah, I'm not totally happy with how that video turned out, but what can you do? It was my first video of that kind. Let's see. What's your favorite Spider-Man movie moment? Oh, movie, not moment. Probably Homecoming. I don't know. Spider-Man 2 is really good, original. Does Plutonia have enough revenants? No. Will there ever be a Black Mesa video? Yes, but it'll be after I finished every other Half-Life game minus Alex. So, wait for that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat. Postal 2 when? I actually don't plan on doing Postal. I think Postal is a little bit too problematic for my channel. No offense to people who want to see a Postal video. Titanfall 2 is so goddamn good. Not a question, but I agree with you. Will you review a game about the Muppets? Yes. Do you have a VR? No, I had to borrow VR from a friend. So, I mean, I guess I could just borrow his VR headset again. Have you played Super Smash Flash 2? Yes. What type of RPGs are you a fan of? Western? I'm not a big JRPG guy. I think when I review Mega Man X Command Mission, that's going to be the first time I play or review a game like that, even though I know it's a very tame JRPG compared to others, but I'm not a JRPG guy, sorry to say. Will you do a video on Ancient Gods 2? Yes. Hi, big fan. Will you do a review of a multiplayer game, and if so, which one would it be? I'm gonna say a multiplayer focused game, so not like Titanfall where I can review the campaign. Team Fortress is the first one that comes to mind, Team Fortress 2 specifically. Even then, I'm not entirely sure how I do a video on that, so we'll have to see. Did you know that you could shoot the mines in Half-Life? Fuck you. Alright, just looking through chat. Hour-long Bloodfresh supply review when? I don't know when, but someday. Oh, Jesus, there's a lot of chat to catch up on. Have you played Rockman Dive? Okay, so I played it on my phone. I played it a bit on my phone, and I thought, like, okay, this isn't too bad. The controls suck, but that's probably because I'm using a phone. And then I tried using it with a controller, and then I thought, wow, this kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, which is sad to say, because if you told me about Mega Man X Dive when I was a child, like a tiny child still growing up, that game would have blown my fucking mind. Having a crossover of Mega Man that large, God, that would have been amazing as a kid. Has the System Shock 1 demo made you more interested in trying System Shock 2? Yes. I played through the System Shock demo last night, and it was amazing. Like, I played it again this morning. It was just that good. When is the Gex trilogy review? I've never played Gex, so I can't say. Apologies for repeating, but what editing software do you use, and what would you recommend? If you can afford it, Adobe Premiere, I think, is the best software to use for editing. It's what I use. It's very convenient. Very convenient. However, you have to pay for it. Like, monthly. And that's stupid. I don't like that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. If you don't want to pay for a subscription service, then Sony Vegas is pretty good. I've used it a bit. Wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I used it a bit. Let's see. Sorry. This is more of an art question, but do you have any art ambitions or goals? I mean, I really want to get back to drawing, like, just drawing video game characters that I really like, because I used to love doing that, but I don't really do it anymore. I don't really think I have any art goals right now. If you don't know, I have a big fucking, like, Cintiq over here. Big drawing tablet. So I do a lot of art, but it's more so for, like, digital, what's the term? I can't remember the term. Graphic design? Stuff like that. Decay 2. Yes, I am planning on reviewing Decay. That's not a joke. Haha, fat chance. What's your opinion on Doom Troopers? That was a Super Nintendo game, right? I thought it was Doom when I was a kid. That's all I'll say. I love your videos. Thank you. Hunt down the Freeman video. It'll happen. Still alive is better than want you gone. I agree. Hey, Joey. You're the best. Hey, I'm going to make you a mod. Don't abuse it. What would you want to see in future Transformers game? A proper sequel to Fall of Cybertron. God, I want a proper sequel so bad. Your Mega Man videos are amazing. No, they're not, but thank you. I think... Oh, okay. So my Mega Man videos are like my oldest reviews. And like, I spent almost 2 years neglecting the series on the channel. I am not happy with those videos looking back on them. You could tell that I'm a lot less experienced with video making with those videos. I'm really happy with how the X6 video turned out. I'm also really happy with how it's doing, but that's not related. I actually don't really care how a video does when I release it. Like, I really just care about how much I care about it, which I know sounds selfish to say, but like, I actually make videos for myself for the most part. Like, I just love editing, man. I love editing, and I enjoy making reviews, and I put them out for people to watch. And like, yeah, people can sway me to review games. Like, people in chat can, or people in the comments can like tell me about new games and stuff, and that'll make me review those games. But like, in the end, I could care less if a video flops. Like, I'm happy with how a video turned out. I don't really care how the YouTube algorithm snatches it up. I really only care about what I think about it. So, with that said, I don't like how my old Mega Man videos went. Are you a Xenoblade fan? No. Hello, Trav. Hello. Why don't you do art streams? Never really think to. I've done art streams in the past before I did YouTube. I didn't really enjoy them that much, I'll be honest. Are you going to review Halo 3 ODST? Yes. Actually, maybe sooner than you think, because I've actually been looking for short FPS games to review while I pad out time for my next big video. What do you use to edit your videos? Adobe Premiere? CC, specifically. You can shoot the mines in Half-Life. Wait, really? Mega Man's Final Smash is still king. I agree. Hotline Miami review. I've never played Hotline Miami, so I can't make any promises. Human... Day of Sex Human Reproduction video. Someday. Not that specifically, but Deus Ex Human Revolution, yes. Doom 3 ROE coming soon? Not soon, but yes. I just kept catching up on chat. Stadia and BFG edition of Doom 3 review when? I don't know. I actually have been so the reason I actually plan to do a Stadia video on the Doom series sooner. I know I promised that in my Ancient Gods video, but recording Stadia is actually a bit more complicated than I thought, so TBD. Is Doom 3 ROE? I already answered that. Would you shoot a mime? No. I hope you continue making videos. Love your work. Thank you. What's your favorite color? Purple. If you could vaporwave any song from Mega Man, what would it be? That's a weird one. One More Chance from X4? I don't know. What's your favorite type of ice cream? Chocolate fudge brownie. I fucking love chocolate. At the end of the day, you could... shut up, Elements. No, I don't know why I said that. Mad respect for you, my man. Thank you. Don't know what that was for, because chat is behind for me. Trav, since you're a Transformers fan, any thoughts on the live-action movies? They are a lot more racist than I thought. It's something that you don't really realize as a kid, because I used to love Transformers. Like, I didn't care that the Michael Bay movies were bad. Like, I watched it for the action scenes. That shit was awesome. And then you rewatch it and you realize, wow, these movies are really fucking racist. Which makes them really hard to go back to. But, I mean, the action scenes still hold up for the most part, in my opinion. Bumblebee. The Bumblebee movie was amazing. Like, genuinely good movie. Do you play RuneScape? I've never played RuneScape, actually. Sorry to say. Bloodborne review. I need to play it first. Opinions on COD. I don't like COD. I like zombies. Not a fan of COD. Favorite pizza flavor? Pepperoni and olives. That's been my favorite. And I know olives is going to gross some people out, but I don't care. Top 5 video game soundtracks. Oh shit, I think that someone asked that and I forgot to log it. Top 5 video game soundtracks. Mega Man X. No. I don't know, that's tough. I would have to go more in depth than that, I'm sorry. Do I have a favorite band? Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend is my favorite band. He changes bands a lot, but typically they're all called Devin Townsend. Whether it's Devin Townsend Band, Devin Townsend Project, or just Devin Townsend. His most recent album, Empath, is fucking amazing. Anyways. Why in bloody hell does Makarov know? I don't know who that is, sorry. Have you ever played Brutal Doom 64? If you saw my Brutal Doom comment earlier in the stream, I'm just going to say no comment. Does pineapple belong on pizza? I don't like it, but if other people like it, sure. Pizza is like a canvas for content or food. Like, I think that saying pizza has to be one way or the other is stupid. Like, it's just a piece of dough with sauce and veggies and meat on it. You can have any fucking combination of pizza you want. Dude, have you ever been to Pieology? Like, it's like Subway / Chipotle, but for pizza. Like, they just bring it down the aisle and they're like, all right, do you want some of this on it? The first time I went, my mouth is salivating thinking of it. Holy shit. First time I went to Pieology, I got a pizza with, like, 3 different types of cheeses, like pepperoni, chicken, buffalo chicken, avocado. Not avocado. That's disgusting. I don't like avocado. Olives, both green and black olives, artichoke hearts. There was probably one other type of meat on there. Like, I just got fucking everything on this one pizza, and it was fucking amazing. Now, would I say that was a good pizza? Probably not. I wouldn't recommend it to people, but I loved it. And that's what pizza's all about, my friend, is like, you do you. All right, anyway. What type of olives, black or green? I love both. If Doom is pizza, then I'm not gonna comment on that. I referenced Dusk a lot, never reviewed it. That's for a reason. I will review Dusk eventually. Someday. I'm probably going to review A Medieval first. Will a Dusk review ever come? I just answered that. Makarov is a COD reference. Oh, I don't know. Do you want to do a GoldenEye 64 video? I'd probably review it with a keyboard and mouse mod. Because I don't like the dildo trident that is the N64 controller. Is Devin Townsend the singer of Disturbed? Sorry, that's only funny to me. No. No, he's not the singer of Disturbed. What's your favorite video game? Mega Man X1. Favorite zombies map? I don't know much. I don't know enough to say. Alright, we actually went a bit over, so I'm going to answer one more question, and if it's not yours, I want you to leave something in the comments telling me why you hate my content, okay? So, alright, one more question. I'm gonna give you guys a minute. Ask a good question, and that'll be the last one. Drum roll, yes, thank you. Butter, 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 butter. Do you guys like goldfish? I snack on these while I edit. More. I can't believe I did that. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna have to vacuum that up. Alright, I'll probably answer more than one because there's some good questions in here. How did you get handsome? I didn't. Do you see this tooth gap? I ain't handsome. Do you know you can shoot the mines? Shut the fuck up! Do you think we'll be able to pilot the mech in Ancient Gods Part 2? That'd be cool. What's your best video? I think the video I'm the most proud of is probably the Ancient Gods Part 1 video. Not because it did really well, but I think that my points and the fluidity of that review is probably the best out of any video I've had. Can we get one word to describe the Mega Man Zero series? Pain. Favorite shiny Pokemon? Voltorb. Alright. For real, last question. Your brain would be great for theater improv. That's not the question, but thank you. Do you encourage others to review games online? Okay, that's the question we're going to end on. I would say yes. If you want to review games and you think, like, this is what I want to do it. Like, you're never gonna be in a position like this if you don't try. And I've seen people who make a few reviews and they later decide that they don't want to do it. That's totally fine. That's good for them. They matured as a person because now they know what they want and what they don't want from life. You know? You like that one quote. That one quote of, like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's a funny meme quote because of The Office, but, like, it's a true quote, like, or a true idea. You're never gonna know unless you take the shot. And I recommend everyone who has a passing interest in, like, wanting to do YouTube reviews or whatever, try it. You never know. Like, even if it turns out that you don't enjoy it, just do it, you know? Like, your content is gonna grow. If you're a perfectionist, maybe don't. But, like, just get your content out there. Like, don't worry too much about if it's going to be good. It's probably not going to be good, your first video. Mine isn't. But it's a starting point. It's a stepping stone. Every video you do will help you grow as a creator. So if this is something that you want to do, fucking go for it. And that's the best advice I could give. Don't worry about being a perfectionist. Just create. I tell the same thing to artists. Like, your first drawing, if you're getting into drawing, your first drawing isn't going to be good, but finish it up, post it, and move on, because your next drawing is going to be better. And I guess that's really the best. That's the best advice I could give to anyone. Like, I'm gonna repeat it for the 9th time. Like, just fucking go for it. I met some amazing people through my content. Like, Jay's reviews, I met him actually pretty early on. Like, he found my Mega Man reviews when I was still in, like, triple digits subscribers. And he was just like, yeah, I make content. I don't care. I just keep going. And while, like, I have, like, other critiques of Jay's content back then, like, he's grown so much as a creator since I first met the guy. So really, that's, yeah, just keep creating. Try not to let your own standards get your video down, because even if, okay, sorry, I'm gonna go a little bit longer on this. Even if you think this video I'm making sucks, or it hasn't changed. My style hasn't changed at all. You're wrong. Because I look back to some of my older videos where I think, like, I'm not doing anything different. This doesn't feel any different from my older content. And then I look back to, like, my first Half-Life video, and I'm able to realize, like, wow, I have grown a lot since this video. Like, growth isn't something that you can always see in yourself. Like, it really takes reflecting on your older content or older artwork or older creations to really grasp how far you've come. So that's the best. Sorry, I know I've lingered on this topic for a while, but that's because it's one that I'm a bit passionate about. I say that with goldfish all over my floor. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it. So thank you so much, the people who took the time out of their day to check this out. Even if you weren't able to catch the stream, but you asked a question, thank you so much. You took time out of your day to contribute to this Q&A, and I can't be more thankful. Like, you guys make my content what it is. Like, I'd still be making content even if I wasn't making money or building an audience from it, but like, you guys keep me humble about it. So thank you so much. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to everyone who asked questions. Thank you to everyone who sat through my ramblings. So thank you, and I really hope that you guys stick around. I've got some really interesting projects coming up. Some are a bit different from what I usually do. They're still reviews. That's one thing I should say. My content is probably always going to be reviews. Yeah, follow my Twitch. Elements just posted it. Go follow me there, because I'm active quite often on Twitch. But yeah, I'm at 16k now. It's fucking unbelievable. If I'm being honest, I didn't even think I'd hit like 3k by this point. So I'm not planning on hitting 1 million subs. Frankly, I'm not even like sure what'll happen if I hit like 100k. Never know. But hey, like, I'm a sappy person. I'm getting a little sappy just talking about it. Thank you guys. You guys make my content what it is. I've already said that, but I can't make it clear enough. And I hope to see you again, whether it's in my comments or over on my Twitch. Thank you guys. And with that said, have a good one. What's a terrible way to end this? More goldfish. Here we go. All right. This is what the stream's been all about. All right. We're gonna fucking go. All right.